ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Inspired. This is Anwar H. Talukdar, your host. Before I start the show, as usual, I would like to say a few words about our viewers around the world. Thank you very much for your generous support. Thank you for viewing our show. Without your support, we wouldn't be here. I would like to request you please share and like and make a comment. Please give us any suggestion for an improvement. I would like to say a few words about our sponsor. Thank you for your generous help. And now, finally, I would like to say a few words about the platform that we are using, Aurora Vision. Thank you for giving us this platform to present our great idea. And then, of course, the team Inspired for working really hard on the camera, behind the camera, the producer, director, editor, technical director, everybody's working hard to bring this show into this level. This is an inspirational show. This show is to recycle our knowledge, recycle our experiences, and present this experience and knowledge to our viewers, especially to the younger generations, to inspire them, to give them a boost, to bring their life into certain extent. As you know, this is an ordinary show. We bring an ordinary person from our community with some inspirational story, with some successful stories. They're hidden, but they're our ordinary daily life heroes. They are doing everything in their life to help themselves and helping others around them. So ladies and gentlemen, as you know, we bring an ordinary person from the community. Tonight we have a person. She has a lot of hidden successful stories. We don't know her much, but we'll know her a little. We'll know as soon as we start talking to her. She has been done a lot of great things for herself and for the community. She was involved into a lot of cultural activities while she was in university. Even now she is doing a lot of great things involved in community works, involved in a lot of activities that bring some positive changes to our community, positive changes to our society. She has a lot of talents, and as soon as we start talking to her, we'll know her talents, we'll know about her experiences, we'll know about her success stories. And ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Shapla Chaudhary to our show. Hey Shapla, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much for having me. Thank you.
You are welcome. It is our pleasure to have you here. Thank you for giving us your precious time. We know that you're busy with your family, you have a lovely daughter, and you're also working full time, and I know that managing time to be here was really tough for you.
Oh, it's fine. It's my pleasure actually.
Yeah?
It's actually an honor to be here, I mean, all this great thing that you said, it's wonderful to hear.
No, I mean, it's not that I'm saying, it's a fact.
Yeah,
before
sure.
we bring you here, we did a little bit of research about we ask people, we ask your friend circle, we ask your family members, like what you do in life, so you deserve to be here, that's why you're working here. Yeah. So and we don't want to bring a celebrity here, we don't look for people like Obama, Donald Trump,
or, I get it, or I'm very far from that,
exactly.
But
no, but you'll be one day there from you. You never know. You never know. Maybe you will be one day one of them. But in your position, from your position, that we have a lot of celebrities living in our community.
For sure.
People are doing a lot of great things.
Yes.
Small things, but a lot of great things that help them and helping others. Like going to work. You're going to work to make money, but at the same time you're going to help other people, right?
Exactly. For sure. No, definitely.
So. Now I know that we had a little bit of opportunities meeting before outdoor.
Yes.
And you were telling us about your success journey. You were telling us about your inspirational stories. A lot of great things that we heard about you during outdoor shooting.
Yes.
I would like to take our audiences to those clips and see give them a glimpse of your success story, hidden success stories.
Okay. Yeah. Definitely.
So listen, let's go and take a look onto these clips.
Thanks. How are you? Thanks
I'm
for
good.
coming.
Thank you for having me. It's a beautiful weather.
Oh yeah, it is beautiful.
nice place.
But let's enjoy and
Yes.
let's talk about your successful story. Okay, so where do you work right now?
So I used to work at Royal Bank for the past 6 years and a half. My last role was an associate financial planner.
Yeah.
I'm actually taking a new adventure at bank as a financial planner starting September.
Oh, congratulations
Thank
on your
you.
new position.
Thank you so much. You know what? It's such a beautiful weather. Let's take a walk.
Of course, yes. Why
Yeah,
not? Yeah,
let's
yeah.
go.
So yeah, let's continue talking about
Yeah.
your work. Yeah.
Yeah.
So how do you like working? No, I know you got a new position. You
Yeah.
did not start yet, right?
Yes, but it's actually very similar to what I used to do. But
Yeah.
I was an associate financial
But you
planner.
haven't started yet, right?
No, but
So-
I'm gonna be a financial planner where I'll have my clientele, and you
Yeah.
know, I'll be taking care of
Yeah.
my own clients. Go ahead.
All right. So how's your work in RBC?
So I did my past 6 years. I did like various roles at RBC. You know, I started as a student. I did multiple roles in multiple departments.
Right.
And I think working for a bank gives you a lot of skill set. You get to work with different diversified people
Right.
from all over the world,
Right.
and you know, the beauty about it is that you will get to exchange knowledge and heritage. You know,
Right.
so I think it made me a very curious person, and also you know, I get to see so many leaders in so many different positions, and you know what, that's where I actually found out what I wanted to do in my life. I wanted to be a personal financial planner, so I continued my education after graduating to get my license for financial planning. Did various roles at RBC in the past 6 years. I worked on different departments. I did gain a lot of different skill set. I got to work with different leaders, very diversified. You know, you have people from everywhere. You have people coming from different countries, different culture, and you really need to be open-minded, you know, because if you want them to understand your culture, you need to also be open to learn about their culture.
Yeah,
So
Montreal is a melting pot.
Exactly.
You get to know people from all over the world. Yeah, I like being here too.
Okay.
So yeah, as you know, this is a show to inspire our younger generation, especially, and also provide information and experiences to recycle our experiences and to give a boost to our community. So do you have any information to share with our audiences? Like, you don't have to share any confidential information,
Yeah,
but
for
basic
sure.
level, like high level ones,
yeah, you know, I believe that as we grow up, we're very restricted in terms of career choice.
Right.
Especially brown community, you know, either you can be a doctor, engineer, lawyer, you know, accountant. But there's more to it, you know. There's so much more opportunity. I know if my advice to the young generation would be, go to the banking industry. If you're studying in finance or economics, go into the bank. You're gonna learn so much. You're gonna gain so much experience, you know, that sometimes at university you lack that.
Right.
So you know, there's so many different positions that we don't even know about that the Canadian banking industry offers. So that would be my advice to the community, that you know, be more open about it and going to.
Just
It's
don't
not
focus
just
on one thing and focus
Exactly,
on
yeah,
everything, and choose whatever you like to.
Exactly. Go ahead.
So how's your student life in Montreal?
Oh, it's great actually. I graduated from Concordia, from JMSB.
Yeah.
I did a bachelor in accounting and I have a minor in economics.
Right.
I really took advantage of my student life actually. I was part of the Bangladesh Student Association in Concordia.
Right.
I also involved myself in the international ethnical group in Concordia.
Right.
I always was fascinated about different people from different countries. You know, I got this curiosity of how come, you know, we all live in the same world, but we have so many different customs. You know,
Right, right,
so that even at work, something that keeps me going.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was always working part time, even as a student.
Right.
But I did not stop enjoying a student life. You know.
So that was your university and college life, right?
Yes.
How about high school life? Do you want to talk about that?
Yes, definitely. So my dad sent us to French school when we came here, because you have to go to French.
Right.
And then after a few years, we went back home, and I couldn't speak a word of English.
Really?
So my dad got frustrated, came back here, and sent me to a private school, English
okay.
private school, so that I could learn some English, you know, because
Right.
I couldn't communicate with his family.
Right.
So I went to a private school for a good 1 year. Then I continued in bilingual.
Right,
Like
okay.
my whole high school was in bilingual. I did it in Westmount High School. And it's a bit different because, you know, because of that journey, I think my French and my English both are very strong in
so
terms
you-
of, like, you know.
If you want to live in Quebec and
Yes.
you want to be as successful like you.
Exactly, yeah.
You need both languages for sure.
For
you know?
sure, and
Yeah.
both language needs to be very fluent, you know, in
Okay,
terms of
okay.
writing and
Right.
understanding too, and
Understanding,
speaking.
yeah. And speaking, reading too, I think
Yeah.
also, yeah.
Yeah, oh, look at that, it's so pretty.
Yeah, it is
beautiful.
beautiful. I
Yeah.
like this place, you know. and thank you for being here again.
No,
And,
it's my pleasure.
So,
yeah.
this is a show to inspire our, the viewers, especially into positive extent. Like you were a pretty successful person,
Oh.
in terms of your job and family life. You're a mother, and do you want to talk about your families? Like whoever was motivating you to be in this position.
So my mom and my dad were very, very supportive. Back in the days, if you look at the Bengali community, we're very conservative. Now nowadays they're very open.
Yeah.
But my dad always encouraged me to do activity, like soccer, badminton. I was always going out, and he made sure that we grew up as an independent woman.
Right.
So there was always a support for the family. I have 2 sisters that are younger than me, and I'm the oldest in the family.
Okay.
And I also have a brother. I have a 3-year-old daughter.
Oh, nice.
Yes, and my husband is in the restaurant business, so
Okay, good.
even my spouse is very supportive of what I do and always encouraging me.
Yeah.
Because as a woman, I'm very ambitious, so I want to go far, and you need a husband support for that.
Right.
And I have that. So, mashallah, I'm very blessed with my family, and I don't think I would be where I am today if it wasn't for the support of the family.
Family,
Yeah.
especially your parents.
Exactly, especially my mom. Actually, I had to
Yeah.
give it to her. She's raising my daughter while I'm actually being able to go to work and
Yeah.
concentrate more in my career.
It's great.
So it's pretty blessed to have this type of parents and supports.
So, we all have idols in life, is there anybody other than your family members was inspiring you or motivating you to be in this position today? Like
Yeah.
where you are today? Yeah.
But inspiration and role model, you look into like older sibling, which I didn't get the chance to do it.
Because you're the oldest, right?
Exactly, and also most of my family were in Bangladesh. Most of my
So you
close
had
family.
no one here, so just came with your parents
Exactly.
alone, right?
But I was always into business, so Warren Buffett by far. He's
Oh, you like
yes, I love him,
Me
and
too,
and I like his attitude toward how his lifestyle. And Michelle Obama, my God, she's just the woman that you want to be,
You
one
kind of
day.
dress like her.
But I
Yeah.
wouldn't be. I would be lying to you if I didn't say DC character and Marvel character one inspiration as well.
So you're into TV shows also,
I
right?
love Marvel
How
characters.
do you
so
do all those things? Like, you're a successful mother, successful
successful
professional
mother. Thank you.
person, and you are involved into community works and
I used to be, but it requires a lot of organization skill.
Yeah.
It's really what you want to do, who you want to be,
Yeah.
and this is something you don't do it the next morning. It's a lot of work that you need to work
A lot
on,
of planning, yeah.
and a lot of planning. You need to understand you as a person, what do you want to do. You don't want to sacrifice things that you like watching TV and things, just because you have a daughter or you have a job to focus on. You want to allocate your time properly so that you as a person you're happy too.
I think you're a great planner,
I do
I wouldn't mind
organize.
to have you in my financial,
Well, yeah, I was gonna ask you, do you? Because this is the something, the financial planning role is planner. A lot of people don't know what they do, So I was gonna ask you, do you have a financial planner?
So the Warren Buffett was your, person to motivate you
Yes.
to be in the financial world, right?
Yes, yeah, and I just like his lifestyle, the way he lives, the way he talks,
Simple.
the way he invests. He's like, you fear the market, but he's someone who says when everybody fears, that's when you go in the market.
Yeah.
When everybody's too happy about the market, you fear the market. So it's those ideology and those things that you learn from him.
Michelle Obama is your,
Yeah, she's a very inspiring woman. I mean, she raised 2 daughters and then supported her husband. It's not easy to be a president of the United States, but I was more following her life than the president himself, and she's just inspiring. The way she talks, the way she gives her speech, it's just phenomenal. It's a woman that you want to be.
that's great.
Yeah.
You were almost there.
no, my God, no.
I know. I mean, the way you are working hard and your involvement with the community and social work in the finance world, and you are giving your time to family and raising your kids, you don't have to be Michelle Obama to be inspirational or successful. And even this is what we are looking for, a person pretty similar to a famous person. Like, in our community, there's a lot of people are doing great works,
Yeah.
hard works every day, but they're not famous, they're not highlighted, and this is the purpose of this show,
Yeah.
to bring our daily life heroes from the communities and talk about their success stories and journeys, and recycle the experiences and provide this information to people in the communities. So maybe someone out there can be benefited from that.
Yeah, for sure. I think you guys are doing a great job. It's a good initiative, you know. There's a lot of people that you don't know what they're doing, you know. And a lot of people also, if you introduce different professions, different people, what they're doing, you create a center of influence, you know. So I think it's good work you guys are doing. Keep doing it.
Thank you.
And having the young community coming in and talking about their career and their inspiration and their ambitions, it makes other people, you know, if you had this show maybe 15 years back, I would have had a role model by looking at your show, you know.
Yeah.
But
That's the
it's a
purpose.
good thing that you guys are doing
That's
this.
the purpose. Thank
Yeah,
you
yeah.
so much. And you know, we call it like linking the community. It's like a LinkedIn type of you know, show.
Yeah.
That, you know, you provide some information in the air, and if somebody is looking for some opportunities, or like a young kid wants to study like finance, you know, or to be a doctor or engineer, so we're gonna bring everybody from our community,
Yeah,
from
that's
every
good.
single field, and talk about their
Yeah,
success
definitely.
story,
It's very
stories,
good. Yeah,
you know.
yeah.
All
Yeah.
right. As you mentioned, you came from Bangladesh and you grew up in Montreal as a child, right? You know, I'm sure you're into you know, your culture too. Like, what do you do to preserve your own culture? Like, is there any practice at home or like outside of your friend circle or
Yeah.
community circle? You know?
So for sure, to preserve our culture and at home, there's a lot of improvement that I could do on my side. You know, me and my husband, we both grew up here, so we end up speaking English or French at home. And my daughter, she's learning those language actually. Yeah, thank you. My daughter, she's learning the Bengali language from my parents actually. You know, and I think with friends, what we do is, you know, we make sure that we do those invitation like a dawat, you know, where we get to wear our traditional clothes. Like I make sure that my daughter understands what salwar kameez is, what a sari is, and then she appreciates those clothes, you know, because she knows that these clothes are actually the clothes that I have to wear too, you know, not only those dress and the Western clothes. So, but yeah, I think I need to make her more involved in maybe community activity. That's something that I could actually work on for sure.
Yeah.
And my dad actually taught her the national anthem, so
Okay,
you know,
that's
so
great, you know.
I'm very blessed that my parents are doing that Bengali cultural part of it. So yeah,
So,
but
and what's your point of view having our culture, keeping it alive for, you know, generations after generations? What do you think of that?
oh my God, you know, I was very lucky because I visited Bangladesh a lot. My dad made sure that we go every 2 years to understand our culture, and I think it's amazing what he did, because I went almost every 2 to 3 years, you know, and I got to see our culture. So every time I go to Bangladesh, I don't feel like it's a foreign land. I actually feel like it's my land too, you know. So I feel like it's a privilege to be able to feel that in two countries. And I think every Bengali should feel that way. I know a lot of people, they just say, oh, Bangladesh is too risky to go, you know, but yes, for sure we need to preserve this culture. It's a beautiful culture, it's a beautiful language, you know. You fought for the language to keep it. So for sure, yeah, I think there's a lot of work from our part to do if we want to preserve this, if we want to transmit this to the next generation.
Why not?
For
It's
sure.
our own, it's our root, you know.
Yeah, for sure.
No matter what we become in life, but if we cannot keep our root
Yes,
alive,
exactly.
we are nothing. Nobody.
Yeah, I think everybody should have a plan of vacation in Bangladesh, at least with their kids. Like my daughter, she's 3, she's already been to Bangladesh twice.
That's great.
So this is something that I'm going to keep doing, you know. For sure I want to visit the other side of the world, but Bangladesh will always be a
You
project.
pass it to your daughter is going to pass it to her daughter
Exactly,
or
yeah,
son.
yeah, yeah.
This
You
is
know, there's a
how-
lot of heritage that is lost in us too, you know, like even my Bengali is not that fluent, you know, but I hope my daughter, she can at least write her name or read a bit. You know?
You're inspirational in every way, professionally, you know, as a family person, and even as, you know, keeping the, you know, culture alive. You are doing everything.
You're too kind, thank
No,
you.
I'm not too kind. These are the facts, you know. After
I think it's my parents. I have to give it to my parents. You know, they really made sure that we understand that value, family value.
I mean, I really, you know, admire your parents. You know, great. I mean, I'm really, you know, they're not every parents are that way, especially from our cultures. Like, you know, they gave you freedom to grow, and they also
Yeah.
taught you how to be a Bengali girl. You know.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah. Like I remember my dad when we came here. He's like, you know what? If you want to survive in this country, you need to become independent. There's no difference between a girl or a boy. You really need to do your own things, you know. He said, I'm going to be busy working and providing for you guys, but you guys have to go there, explore on your own, and I will support you as much as I can. I think our parents, they work really hard, you know. It's not only my parents, I think a lot of parents who came back in the time, you know, you come in a foreign land, you have to look for a job, you have to raise kids, you know, you have to learn the language. So I think it's, we as the next generation, we shouldn't forget what they gave up for us, and we should make sure that we preserve that, you know.
I'm really, grateful about you that like you're remembering your parents.
Oh yeah, they're my world.
They, actually, you are not successful. They're successful
Yes.
because they made you to be here today. Yeah.
I think when I was a kid, I was like, I really want to make them proud because you know they gave up their family, their friends, their life there to build a life for us here. So for sure.
Thank you. Well, since we are talking about culture,
Yeah.
preserving it, how do you feel Bangladeshi people living in Montreal community? Like, you know?
Yeah, you know, I find that people in Bangladesh are more united in terms of district. You know, you can go from Sylhet to Dhaka and people are so welcoming. You can go from Dhaka to Sylhet or Kumila or anywhere, you know, they're very united. I feel like people here are divided. I mean, like there's a huge division among our community, you know. I mean, when I was in the BSA, you know, sometimes it can get overwhelming.
BSA
you know?
is
Bangladesh Student Association. So we used to do
Concordia, right?
yes, exactly. We used to do activity with our community, but I won't lie to you when I said that sometimes it would be a bit overwhelming, too political. It's less cultural, so you just gave up. You know, you get busy with your life. So my advice to the leaders of the community would be
Unite.
find a plan to unite this community so that you can preserve and send it to the next.
So I think this is all younger generations they want it. Like you don't
Yes.
want 20 associations in Montreal. We want like
That's exactly what I mean. You know, if you want to have a Ekushi February, have one. Don't have 10 of them in the same day. Then I cannot make a decision where I have to go. You know, have a one that is mutual and that is like you know with everybody in different districts. Yeah. Because at the end of the day, we're all Bangladeshi. We're not.
I hope our leaders or everybody in the community take this message.
I don't think I'm the only one who
I mean, this is not
told
an
you that.
advice. This is our opinion. You know.
Yes,
like,
exactly.
yeah.
I think it's very divided. I think we need
we
a
should-
strategy to put them together. And I want to see more young people who grew up here being involved in the
Involved
community.
in the community. Yeah. This
Because
is
if you
more,
want to preserve it, then that's the only
It
way.
is- it is essential,
Maybe do
yes.
less politics and more culture.
more culture.
Yeah.
Exactly. Our culture is much more richer than politics.
Oh
also.
yeah, definitely. You know, I mean, no, don't get me wrong. You know, Bangladesh politics is beautiful. And a lot of people give their life for it, but the culture itself is also
beautiful,
and
yeah, so-
you need to focus more on that than what's going on in political wise in Bangladesh. Shouldn't
Politics
really
is just
change.
there to have a government to
Yeah,
run the
exactly.
country, but the culture unites people. Culture is more important than politics. Okay.
So I think it's that would be my advice to the leaders.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
It is our opinion to the everybody around the world. Every Bengali is living around the world.
Yeah. Like be like more Bangladesh. You know, be united.
Be united. Right?
Yes.
So Shapla, here we are again meeting after a long break. You
Yes.
know, how are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, thanks. So let's continue to talk about your success story
Yeah.
and journey.
Perfect.
So how's your life so far?
You know what? Mashallah, I'm very happy where I am right now.
Yeah.
It's true the journey wasn't easy. You know, there was some up and downs.
Yeah.
But I think for a woman of
Yeah.
our minority group, I think I
Yeah.
kind of pulled up myself and did well for myself. You know.
Okay, since you mentioned minority, but do you feel it here in Montreal or Canada? Just curiosity.
Yes, I do because the work that I do, the industry that I am in,
Yeah.
I don't see a lot of Bengali women
Okay.
in it, especially on those a bit high position.
Right. Okay.
And I hope there will be more.
Okay.
For sure, it's not only Bengali. I'm talking about minority. You know, in terms of
about
like
everybody.
even Indian people are
Right.
very less.
But
Indian.
what is the pressure there? Like, what do you think by when you feel a pressure
I
of being
think
a minority?
when it comes to for your promotion,
Yeah.
when you want to advance,
Yeah.
you have to like put more effort than like for example someone else could just do. And this is realistic,
Yeah,
you know.
exactly.
It's true that we live in a country that has like beautiful diversity,
Yeah.
and it's true.
Yeah.
Everywhere, you will feel the diversity, but
There's
still,
little bit.
when you like, for example, when you want to prove yourself, you as an individual, you will have to do maybe 150% more
Okay, I
than
see.
someone
But
who has the might not,
But in my point of view,
Yes.
if I interpret that like this can be a better for us to work harder and achieve what we want.
No, for sure, you're right, absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, like people are super talented,
Yes,
in
exactly,
our
yeah.
community, and yeah, for sure. But sometimes you ask yourself, like, why do I have to put that extra effort, But it's not. I don't want to say it's just the norm of the industry. It's
Exactly.
all the companies. It's not
Exactly.
only like banking. Everywhere you go, you will feel that a bit of pressure of the minority, but it's very well diversified. It's for sure they will promote you, but you still have to I
Work
feel. This is
harder.
what I feel.
But I think as a positive person, as a progressive person, I think you don't mind about it or working
No,
hard.
I
exactly.
absolutely don't
Yeah.
mind
Yeah.
working harder
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
putting more into the table
Yeah.
for sure. But you asked me the question
Yeah.
of
Yeah, okay. Yes, because we want to provide information
Exactly,
to our viewers.
yeah. But
Thank you for that.
yes, but you know what? I think any minority woman or anybody who wants to go above and beyond should not stop just because of that. You
Okay,
know?
yeah.
They should put their personality,
I agree with
their
that, yes,
quality
yeah.
and everything, and eventually the person who's evaluating you will see those qualities, and that division of color and everything will just disappear.
Just to conclude these questions, I can
Yes.
say that still better than a lot of other countries.
Oh, for sure. Oh my God. Yes,
Yeah,
yes. I mean,
yeah.
we could continue. Even I do feel minority against men.
Yeah,
There's
exactly.
more men in my field than
Right,
women. But I think it's way better than.
And it's getting better.
It's getting better. Yes,
Exactly,
of
yes.
course. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
life is so
It's
good.
okay. I mean, I have a
it's
good
yeah.
husband. I have a kid. I have a good job. I have parents. So I
What
guess.
else you want?
Exactly. So mashallah, I'm
But
happy.
still, since you're a hardworking woman, ambitious, you want to go,
Farther,
farther.
for sure.
Yes.
You put yourself always, for a new challenge and
Yeah.
everything. But so far the journey wasn't easy, but it was a successful journey. I
Anything
would
easy
say.
is not
Exactly,
enjoyable,
yeah, for sure.
You need something in a roller coaster
Yes,
ride in life,
exactly,
so
yeah.
you enjoy it, fulfill, and you admire what you get,
Yes, absolutely. You're right. What is this place called? It's very beautiful.
It's Park Rapid.
Okay.
It is a beautiful place. Have you been ever before or no?
No, I think I came, but I just went to the other side. Yeah, I
right.
never came to this side.
Yeah, it's a beautiful place, a
Yeah.
nice scenery. Let's continue talking about
Yes.
your, life
Yeah.
story. I know there is a lot of ups and downs in life. Everybody has it, and I believe you have it too.
Yes, definitely, yeah.
Is there anything you want to talk about? Like, what was the hardest time in your life?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, the hardest thing that was for me was doing a transition from high school to college and then
Right.
from college to university. Because I didn't have older sibling or anybody, I had no idea what field to study,
Can I
what
stop
are
you
my
for
Yes.
a second here?
Yeah.
This is why I'm doing this show.
Yeah.
This is why you are doing this.
Yeah, for sure,
show.
and I think you're doing an amazing job. I mean, this is beautiful because back then, if I was watching this show, maybe I'll get some clarity,
Right, yeah.
So I was a high school student.
Yeah.
Didn't know if I should choose commerce, science. You have all these options.
Right.
So I just choose commerce
Right.
because I didn't want to continue in chemistry.
Right.
First, then you start doing courses, but college here is not that quality. I'm telling you. Back in the days, you don't really get to the.
Which college did you go to?
I go to Dawson College,
Okay.
but any college you will be lost. If
Right.
you don't know exactly what you want to do.
You need some guidance and
You need
guidance
some
from,
guidance,
from
yeah.
previous experienced people.
Yeah, exactly. And what was so bad is that I was surrounded by people who knew exactly what they want to do.
Right.
And here I am, the only one who has no clue what she wants to do, And that adds more pressure, more frustration. You wonder, should I go to university? Should I, what should I do? And things like that. So it was really hard because you could hit a depression too, because you keep thinking about it. Then you do bad in school because you don't know if you like that subject.
Right, yeah.
So in terms of guidance, I had zero. For sure, my parents were there, and all they would say is whatever you like, you do it. You're not gonna pressure
It's
you
a
to be
very
a doctor
tough
or
decision
yeah.
to make because you don't know what to do.
Exactly, and the worst is that society expects us to finish college in 2 years, university in 4 years. So you cannot think okay, can I try this? And if it doesn't work, can I go back? Then people will start questioning why is this person taking so long in university? This was back in the day. Thank God this mentality
Social
is changing.
pressure, yes.
Exactly, yeah. So I had very hard time. So until I'll tell you when I found out what I wanted to do, when I graduated from accounting.
Yeah.
So I did all this journey, and then I said, no, I chose the wrong program.
Right. So
I should have been a finance student.
really, so you wasted how many years in
Well, I
accounting?
wouldn't say waste because
No, it
yeah,
could be
whatever
used
I
as an
studied,
example.
exactly,
An
I took,
experience too,
yeah,
yes.
exactly, yeah. So what, 4 years of university studies?
Right.
My last year in accounting, I said, no, this is not what I'm meant for. I'm meant for finance. I like the economy. I like the financial world. I like the capital market, you know. I want to be a personal financial advisor. But I didn't have that courage to go back and do it back in finance. I said, no way.
Right.
My parents will have a heart attack, you know.
Yeah.
And then, you know, there will be so much question why Shapla is taking 8 years to finish university.
Yeah.
So I just finished my bac as best as I could, and then I did the continuous education to do my ITPF and for my financial planning designation.
But yeah, so you told me like what you did, but was there any like, you know, what did you do to come out of this, you know, or was there anybody advising you, or did you do any research, or?
So
or-
I did something maybe some people should do. I started attending class that I was not registered for.
Okay, so you just
So-
went to a class that you are not,
Not registered for, yeah.
just to see how it looks
Exactly.
right now.
So I remember my friend, she was registered for economics, advanced economics, and I had a break of 2 hours.
Right.
So she told me, why don't you just come to my class, you know? So I said, yeah, sure. I went to the class first day, I was listening to the teacher, and I was just amazed. I went to the next class, I was participating. The teacher didn't know that I wasn't part of the class until when we had to write exam, and I went to the next class. It's like, why weren't you in the exam? I said, I'm not part of the class.
So this is what you did, like. you know,
I actually went to different class where that I wasn't registered just to figure out, you know, what I like, and
so
then
it's been you did not sit at home and just, you know, thinking of something.
no, for
from
sure.
sky,
I
right?
mean, for
You
sure,
put your
couple of months I
effort,
did
yes.
that.
Yeah.
I won't lie.
Okay, you know, it can happen.
Yes, I was just like, okay, you know, like any other teenager would
Yeah.
do, or any other young adult would
Right.
do. But no, then I took action. I said, you know, Shapla, it's okay, go
Yeah.
figure it out. And the fact that I started working
Yeah.
at the banking, it really helped me. So anybody who's not sure what they want to do, I advise them to go work. Go to the workforce, learn.
So you started
see.
working also at the same time. Like,
Yes.
at that
So
time.
my second year in university, I started working in the
Okay,
bank.
okay.
Yeah.
So you think to be what you are today and come out of that difficult time, what was the motivation and who was like inspiring you to be, you know, what you are today at that time? Like, you know, I know difficult times people
Yeah,
may
for
fall,
sure,
you know,
yeah.
they never come back again, you know.
Yeah,
You're just stuck in one place, you know.
Yes, but you know what? I'll be honest with you, and I'm not ashamed to say that. For a good year and a half, I was stuck. I would tell you, I just go to school, I do my stuff, I come back home. I had a part-time job at Fido, you know. I wouldn't think about what's next.
Yeah.
But while I was doing my studies, I kind of said, like, okay, Shapla, what's next? You know, like, what do you want to do? Like, what,
So you have
what
questions to
after?
yourself, right?
Exactly. You start doing like, you start like evaluating yourself, and you start asking questions. The way I came out of it, I was very blessed to have a good friend circle. So I started seeing that my friends are so ambitious and doing so much things, and like, you know, I can't. If I want to maintain this relationship with my friends, I have to like continue, you know. So I think. Unfortunately, I didn't go see an advisor. I should have, and I advise people who are listening to this show, go to see your advisor at the university so they can guide you. But I think what saved me is that I started working at the bank and appreciating the news, looking at the news, and starting like questioning myself what I want to do, what I want to do. And I was more into like the stock market and things like that. So I'm like, okay, this is the way I should.
This is really motivational and pretty inspirational that
There's
you tried by
no
yourself.
perfect formula, you know,
exactly.
to get out of this
But
troubled
you have to
time.
push yourself, you know. Nobody's going to push you, right?
Nobody will push you, my friend.
The
No.
people may be example. People can be, you know, a role model, but that person is going to come and, hey,
Exactly.
go do it. No,
no,
you have to do it
You
yourself,
have to
right?
do it yourself. It's a self-do thing. Yeah.
And
But-
also the circle is matter, like friend circle, and
Yes,
you know, who you are hanging out
definitely.
with also
Yeah,
matter,
yeah.
especially for the younger kids, right?
Exactly, yeah. But I would say that that tough time, I take it as a life lesson.
Yeah.
So that whenever I'm stuck now at anything in my life, I apply that to myself, saying that no, there has to be another solution. So you push yourself.
That's
towards
good, you know,
something.
that's really great that you
Yes.
pushed yourself and came out of it, and today you became Shapla Choudhury, you know.
Yeah.
That's great, you know, it's
Yeah.
your own identity, you know, nobody
Yes.
can share that with you, you know.
Yes, for
And
sure.
we are really proud of it, and I'm sure, you know, all those audiences will be proud and of course will be inspired
Yeah.
from your, you know, journey and story, you know.
Thank you.
So well, Shapla, it's really beautiful evening
Yeah,
here.
I know, and it's getting darker, so
Yeah.
maybe we should head back.
Yeah, head back and then we can continue at the studio.
Yes,
you know,
of course we should.
whenever
yeah.
you have time, you know.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah, because you are super busy
You
woman.
too,
Yeah,
for sure.
I know I'm
I mean,
busy,
with
but
two kids
I,
now.
I find my time to do these kind of things
Yeah,
for
this
the
is
community.
definitely,
For
yeah,
the people,
it's
you
really
know.
good. Yeah, yeah.
And thank you too, for coming here. You have a daughter, job, family, a lot of
No,
things to
for
take
sure.
care. Thank you, really appreciate it.
No, thank you
and
for
see
your time
you in a few days or a few
Yes,
weeks.
yes,
All right,
we shall.
thanks.
Yes. Thank you.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for being with us. Now let's talk to Shapla. And Shapla, we saw you have a great story. I'm sure there's audiences will be inspired by your story, and I'm sure a lot of people out there are probably looking into this show, and they're pretty much probably maybe they're proud of your all those successful stories, and especially the younger ones probably are maybe you can
Yeah.
become a role model for them.
Yeah, for sure. I
Yeah.
mean, that's one of the thing I think it's kind of something that we have to do.
Mhm.
Because when we started, we didn't really have that platform, and I think you guys are doing an amazing job creating this platform
Mhm.
slowly. There's definitely a lot of people out there, are still not sure what they want to be, what they
Yeah.
want to do. So, if being part of the community, giving back this knowledge, it's something that can help them. Yeah, definitely. I think it's amazing. What you
That's not a question. I just would you like to share your contact information?
Definitely, yeah. So,
like if somebody wants to ask you a question or inquire you for any, even for the education or
Yeah,
job
definitely.
or financial
I'm,
advices
yes.
and stuff, please
I'm-
can you?
Yes, so
Yeah.
yeah, definitely I'm open to help anybody
Yeah.
with anything, any question. And I know sometimes it's tough when you're young, you don't know exactly what you want to do, but there are some great people out there that can help.
Yeah.
You guys had a lot of amazing people.
Yes.
So depending on the field that you want to go to, you have a bit of role model, I would say, that you
We
can
have,
go
we have
to.
covered a lot of people from different.
Yeah, exactly,
We'll
yeah.
cover everybody. We'll
Yeah.
in next episode we're going to bring a doctor, young doctor.
There you go.
So
whoever wants to become
anybody,
a doctor,
yeah,
there you
exactly.
go.
Anybody can ask her question about medicine.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what? At the end, I know that we are not perfect.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Everybody has a room to learn, So, what is your suggestion for the inspired?
I think you guys are doing a very good job. What I would advise, not advise, like just a small feedback.
We'll take advice.
Yeah, maybe one episode you can do with 2-3 people together,
Okay.
2-3 people from different profession,
Yeah.
get them together,
Yeah.
and then
Talk about.
have them talk, exchange knowledge,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
that way you'll get the community
Yeah.
rolling together,
Oh, that's great.
Yeah,
Thanks
I
for your
mean,
suggestion.
yes.
We'll think of that. We'll talk to the team, and then probably we'll do it next. So
Yeah.
maybe we'll bring you two there.
No, I'm saying from different fields, so
Yeah.
everybody get to know each other. I
Yeah.
mean, that's how you create networking.
This is why
too.
it is a networking. It's
Yeah.
the idea of like linking,
Exactly.
connecting professional business people and then helping each other.
Exactly,
creating
and then
something
those people could become a leader of the community in terms of doing activity for the community,
Yes, exactly.
and you will have less
Mhm.
politics, more
More productive stuff.
productive stuff. There you go.
Shapla, it was really great pleasure talking to you.
Thank
and
you.
Really appreciate your precious time.
Thank you
I know
for having me.
it's really late now. You have to go back.
Yeah.
And your daughter is probably waiting for you. And I don't know how much I should thank you for this.
No, it's fine.
On behalf
It's my
of,
pleasure.
On behalf of Team Inspired and on behalf of Aurora Vision, thank you very much. And wish you all the best. And I want to see one day probably in the big media. She's talking about financing. Like finance. Yeah, and I can see that you'll be a big.
Oh, thank you.
Big
That's
lady
sweet
in
of you.
financial world one day.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
Very sweet of you. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for
So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for being with us. Really appreciate your time. Really appreciate your precious support, and it was really great pleasure talking to Shapla Chaudhary. And now, for the next episode, we're going to have a doctor. She just graduated from McGill. We are working with her, and this episode will be coming soon in the future. Until then, stay with us. Let's work hard. Let's help each other. And doing positive is really always enjoyable, and helping each other is one of the greatest thing in life to do. So, ladies and gentlemen, stay well, and see you next time. Until then, take care, and let's work hard.